So, talked earlier about the master and how he did the Chan sessions. I don't know how many of you have ever been with Shifu in a Chan session, but he would pretty much leave us alone. He said, he didn't expect us to run a Chan like they do in Laguo's place in China, for instance. We wouldn't last 5 minutes. So he said, he gave us a lot of slack. He didn't, he encouraged us to try to sit the 21 hours. We did 21 hours a day and walk 1 hour, sit 1 hour, walk 20 minutes like we do here. And he encouraged people to try to do that. But he says, other than that, he didn't interfere too much with what we were doing. But he would come down to the Buddha Hall, several times a day and just walk around, look at everybody, see what they're up to. And then occasionally he'd lean over and adjust somebody, or he would talk to them. But usually he'd just walk around and watch everybody. And then twice a day he would do a kaisha, a lecture. Do you need to translate all that?
Yeah, we'll try. 所以我们刚才在讲宣化上人的他怎么做禅期。以前师父说我们不太会打禅期，像中国人打禅期，所以他就让我们比较随便一点，所以他们就会让我们做什么比较随便一点，所以他觉得我们不一定能打21个小时。他有的时候就会从楼上下来看一看，走来走去看一看我们。如果我们做不对，他就会改我们的 They say posture. You know posture? 他会如果做不对，他就会改我们的身体一下，还是跟我们谈一谈话。
The most I remember about the Chans were that one when we fasted, former Hong Kong and Hong Guan and myself and I don't know, maybe a couple other people who were doing a 36-day at Gold Mountain. And it was during a Chan session. And Shifu says, okay, you guys can do this ascetic practice of fasting, but you have to follow the rules and you have to accord with the schedule. You can't make yourself special. So he says, when everybody sits, you sit. When everybody walks, you walk. And when it's time for lunch, you go in the dining hall and sit there with everybody while they eat.
所以以前来法师跟恒空跟恒光以前想fasting 就是不吃饭，36天不吃饭。师父就说他们可以这样子，可是他们还需要守规矩，所以如果大家起来坐下走去哪里，他们都需要跟着去，他们不可以觉得他们很特别。还有吃饭的时候，他们还需要进去跟大家坐在那边看他们吃饭。
So the first 10 days of the Chan was pretty tough because all of us were thinking so much about food all the time. But then after that, it eased up and our bodies became weaker and thinner. And all of us were able to sit in the lotus pretty easily because we didn't have any fat.
Yeah, 所以禅期一开始的时候You said when it started you felt tired? Mm-hmm. Did you say that just now? When you started it was a little hard and you felt tired?
No, when it first started we were all trying to, the first 10 days of fast, you're mostly just fighting your greed for food.
Okay. 所以他一开始就在想食物可是后来就 做打禅期就比较容易，因为所以做双盘比较容易，因为他身体没有什么肥。好，哦。
So after that, it kind of calmed down, but I had a tough time in the Chan because we'd have to do the walks. We couldn't sit during the walks. So the longer we fasted, the weaker we got. So you're feeling like this old man walking around. Everybody else is, because I notice people do this too here when you're walking. You're supposed to swing your arms and be vigorous when you walk. Get your chi going, get your energy. Some people just walk around. You can't get going that way. You gotta, get a little energy there. And we're supposed to do that too. Well, we're fasting. It was really hard.
可是来法师说他在打禅期的时候需要走路的时候就很难，因为他很饿身体没有力气像今天他看很多人走步的时候散步的时候就是很像没有力气。我们走步应该把我们的arms what is it arms 手臂应该像这样子很用功，就让我们的气上来，不可以看起来很累。
Yeah, so that was pretty tough, especially when we got to 20, close to 30 days. You could barely get up. So we managed to do. I remember but the lotus, sitting in the lotus, we do that all day. It's no problem.
所以我们觉得很累，因为到20天还是30天，就是那时候就很累。可是做双盘很容易，还是很容易。
And also, I know most people fight, and I do too. After you eat lunch, you fight to stay awake. It's really tough. The first sit after lunch is always tough. Everybody's you get all this food in you, but when you're fasting, you don't have that problem.
Yeah.
You stay awake all through each sunset.
大部分的人吃完饭就很累，所以一直会打瞌睡。吃完饭第一香是最难的，可是他们没有问题，因为他们没有在吃饭。
So that was our experience, the master. And he'd always tell us these Chan stories. Either, because he'd do kaishers 2-3 times a day. So because we'd go up to, midnight. So he'd come back and tell us, sit there and give us another kaisher. And he would tell us about like Bodhidharma, story of Bodhidharma.
所以来法师说这是我们的跟师父的经验打禅期的经验他每天会开示2次因为到很晚12点钟早上他还会再说几句话他很会说达摩的故事。
But the funny thing about what he tells it is like he's right there with him. It's like he says, "Oh yeah, well, we got off the ferry boat and we went to Hongpeng, and then we went up there, and then there's this guy lecturing the sutras, and his name was Xin Guang. Is that his name? Xin Guang, the second patriarch, and he was sitting there, and every time he'd lecture, it's almost like the lotus flowers fell from the sky. He was like Obama. He had a very good way of giving a lecture.
所以师父讲达摩的故事的时候 他讲就是好像他跟着达摩在那边，他说我们坐船啊，下船看something
看见神
光，yeah， 就好像他在那边跟达摩一样，他来法师说师父讲话的时候就像莲花从天上掉下来像奥巴马一样，就是他很会讲话。
So he's very erudite, as they say in English. He's a very good speaker. And but it's all flowers and lotuses. But after the lecture was done, Bodhidharma said, "Hey, what are you doing?" Because I'm lecturing the sutras so people can end birth and death. He says, "You can't end birth and death by lecturing sutras. You got to actually end birth and death." He says, "Not only that, you're just talking about there's ink and there's paper, and you're just talking about ink on the page and paper." I mean, this really made Shingon he just blew up. He lost it. He got really angry at this because Bodhidharma, as Shifu described him, was a really scruffy looking guy. He was an Indian. First of all, he came from India, and he's really almost black. He's really dark-skinned Indian, and so he looked like a total barbarian. Everybody just avoided him. He said, "Who is this guy?" It's like a homeless guy shows up, he just get out of here. He took his beads and hit him with those iron beads he had. He hit him and broke 2 of his front teeth. And it turns out Bodhidharma was a real arhat, and if you spill the blood of an arhat, that's big time bad juju. You just don't want to even think about doing something like that. And this is what happened, and he realized that if he spit the teeth out that were broken, they would fall to the ground, and the whole region would suffer drought for years. So he said, I can't do that to people. So he swallowed his own teeth.
所以达摩去看神光的时候，他就问神光你在做什么？神光就说我在讲经啊。可是达摩就说你不可以这样子讲。He said you can't, like lecturing sutra is not going to work. It's not going to end birth and death because you have to do it yourself or something.
Basically, yeah. He says it's fine to lecture sutras, but you actually have to do the work.
Oh, yeah.
That's what he was really getting to.
Oh, like he himself, 神光 had to do the work. 他说 OK, 你可以讲经，可是你自己需要修行。所以那时候神光就很不高兴。因为那时候达摩就像一个，他皮肤很黑，他也不太好看，大家觉得他不好看，所以神光就把他的念珠how do you say iron 是铁的念珠
，metal iron
，yeah，就打达摩，可是打到他的脸，打到他2个牙齿就打破了，前面2个牙齿打破。可是那时候达摩已经修得很高，他已经是阿罗汉，所以他知道如果他的 is it blood spilled? Right? If his blood were to be spilled in it or his teeth.
Yeah, well, basically any part of it.
Yeah. 如果他的血掉在地上的话，那附近都会很不好，那边都不会有水，有很多灾难。
干旱。
干旱所以他就Did you tell the part where he swallowed it already? 他就把他牙齿吞下去。
Yeah, it goes back to the time of the Buddha when Devadatta rolled that boulder down and it caused a tiny little cut on the Buddha's foot, and the hells just opened right up and swallowed up Devadatta on the spot. Because it was shedding the blood of a Buddha. It's really heavy, bad juju. I mean, that's very heavy karma.
Yeah, 这样子做是很不好的juju. 所以像释迦牟尼佛在的时候，他的兄弟是 Devadatta， 他把我听不到 把一个石头推下去想杀释迦牟尼佛，可是他那个石头割到他的脚，所以那个地就打开了，那他的兄弟就掉进去了。
Then Shifu went on. He says that then later on, the ghost of impermanence came. This is after this incident. Bodhidharma just decided, I won't come and have a conflict with this guy. I'll just leave.
Oh.
And so he left. And then I don't know, days, weeks later, the ghost of impermanence came to Chen Zhuang and says, hey. I was sent here by King Yama, and he wants to invite you to have some tea down there in the underworld. Well, that's a nice way of saying you're going to die.
所以那时候达摩他的牙齿，他吞他的牙齿，他说我不要再跟他谈了，所以他就走。所以过了几个天还是几个礼拜，是一个。Ghost of Impermanence， 阎王，我不知道是不是阎王，他就来看神庄就说阎罗王想请我来带你去跟他喝茶，那这意思就是说你要死了，我要带你去死了。
So meanwhile, at this time, Bodhidharma had split, and he'd gone all the way up to this really kind of strange little mountain called Bear's Ear Mountain. Bear's Ear Mountain, which is a funny name, but that's where he went.
那时候达摩去一个山叫熊的耳朵山。熊耳山。
And he just started cultivating, meditating in a cave there.
他就在那边打坐。
Yeah, and then in the meantime, Shen Zhuang, he's talking to the ghost of impermanence. Well, wait a minute. I don't want to go talk to King Yama. I don't want tea. I don't want to do any of that. And the guy says, you can't help it. Yeah, everybody has to die. And then so he asked, well, is there anybody that's ended birth and death that's alive here that I can, kind of wanted to find out. And it's yeah, that Indian you hit with your beads, he has ended birth and death. Huh? Yeah, him.
Yeah.
So can I go find him? If I go find him, will you just give me some time?
Yeah. 所以那时候玄奘就跟那个鬼王说：“我不要去看阎罗王，我不要死。他就说。有没有这个世界有没有人已经，我不知道怎么说，就是不会死的了生死那个鬼王就说是达摩，他就吓一跳，这个就是那个印度人达摩，那个印度怎么会这个印度人怎么会已经要生死了
？So.
他就说我可不可以去找他？你可不可以给我多一点时间
So the ghost of impermanence said, okay, you can have some time to find him, and if he can help you out, fine. Otherwise, she's going down for some tea.
所以鬼王就说你可以有一点时间去找他，过了一阵子你就会去跟阎罗王喝茶。
So through the grapevine, Shen Zhuang, he found out where Bodhidharma went, and this person would say, "Oh, I saw that monk. He went that way," and another one said, "Yeah, he went that way." So he started tracking him. So he ended up at Bear's Ear Mountain finally.
所以玄奘慢慢就开始找达摩，他就问很多人有没有看到这样的和尚走过去，他就后来。慢慢就找到熊耳山。
So he's very repentful. He says, I'm really sorry I hit you with my beads. And he's kneeling there. I'm blah, 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 blah. Bodhidharma totally ignores him. Just not even there. He doesn't even register he's there.
所以他找到达摩的时候，他就 跟他说哦，真的很对不起，他真的很后悔他做的事情，可是达摩就根本就不理他。
So Bodhidharma is in this cave facing a wall, and occasionally he'd get up and go outside and to get his blood flowing like we do. We do go walks, and what he would do though, Bodhidharma was very interesting. He would go out there and he would observe the wildlife, and in those days they had monkeys up there, and he'd watch the monkeys how effortlessly they glide from tree to tree and limb to limb. They're just like they're really in harmony with things when they're moving around in the trees, and he started imitating them to learn how they move like that. And all the villagers and stuff, they'd see this weird Indian guy jumping in the tree and moving all these weird ways, and they said, this guy is really weird, you know? They're all laughing at him and stuff.
所以达摩就坐在那边打坐不理玄奘，可是有时候他会起来去外面，就是像我们就是让他的血比较热一点，他就会那时候他那山外面就有很多树，也有很多猴子，那边的猴子就会在树林里面跳来跳去所以达摩就看到他们很自在的跳来跳去，爬来爬去，他就开始在树里面跟学那个猴子怎么跑来跑去，在树里面跑来跑去所以那时候很多人看到达摩这样子做，就看到一个黑黑的印度人在树里面爬来爬去，就觉得他很奇怪。
And that later became Tai Chi. That's how Tai Chi was formed. Tai Chi and Kung Fu came from that. Bodhidharma, learning all these special moves and how to get your energy flowing correctly. Because these long chants, he would do these long chances and go out and exercise and watch the monkeys and imitate them and get the blood moving. And that's where Tai Chi came from.
Did he go into the trees?
Sometimes they said he did, yeah.
Okay. 所以达摩这样子做，他就这个功夫以后就变成台七他一直就跟那个猴子学有的人说他有也会在树里面跟那个猴子跑。
Meanwhile, Injung, he's out there kneeling day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. He was there 9 years doing this.
这时候玄奘一直在外面跪。对不起，神光一直在外面跪着在等达摩，可能很多月跟年过去。
So finally he says, oh, great master, it was snowing at this time. Great master, please help me in birth and death. What do I have to do? He says, well, maybe if the snow turns red, you can end birth and death.
所以那时候开始下雪了，所以对不起，忘记神光就问达摩师父，你可不可以我求你，已经开始下雪了可是那时候达摩就说如果那个雪变红了，我就会原谅你。
So Sinjung, he's so desperate by then, he just couldn't. What do you mean snow turned red? Then he finally said, well, the only way it's going to turn red is if I spill my own blood on it. So he cut his arm off, the same arm he used to hit him with. And when he did that, it healed almost immediately because Bodhidharma was actually a real arhat. He was able to save him. And he said, and he awoke him very quickly from that. They had a sudden enlightenment.
所以神光一直在想，我怎么可以把这个雪变红？他一直想到要把他手砍掉 他就是那个打达摩的手，他就砍掉。可是他砍掉的时候，不是手 ，How do you say arm again？ 手背，他的手背就马上就变好了，因为那时候达摩已经变成阿罗汉，就可以把他的手背不会再流血。
And then later he became the second Chan patriarch.
Yeah. 所以他就马上就很快就开悟，以后他就变成第二组。
老师，那个，请你帮我翻译。那开悟一定要打坐才能开悟吗？有没有其他方法上诵经啊、拜忏啊、诵经啊？有没有这方法？
Yeah, so to get enlightened, is it required that you're meditating, or are there other methods like bowing or reciting sutras?
The masters always said that there's many ways to get enlightened.
Oh, yeah, meditating is too hard.
Meditating is too hard. It's also too easy.
他说也是很简单。
There's many stories about patriarchs and sages of the past who have awakened all kinds of different ways.
来法师说有很多故事，以前别的How do you say patriarch again？ 祖师别的祖师开悟，用别的方法开悟。
什么方法
？What she says what methods? What methods?
All the methods you do. You do all the practices you do.
就是你现在在修的法门，你已经在做的。
It's like Shivu told me, he says, don't be greedy for it. When it's ready to pop, it'll pop. It's not.
师父跟来法师说，你不要贪这件事，就是等到时间到了就会 pop.
But don't think you're wasting your time, because all that you're filling your karmic register with all this cultivation, and that all adds to the positive.
可是你也不要感觉你在浪费你时间，因为你现在就在karmic register， 就在消业障还是
Like your bank.
Yeah， 就是你的银行，你的业障的银行，你在消业，你在，可是也是说你的功德的银行就是这样子。
Karmic bank account. You're filling your bank account.
你在放，就是业障，像业障的钱在你的银行里面So the comment was, this is not karma, but I think my translation is bad. 好像我们英文说 karma 也可以是好的跟坏的，都是一样的。
I mean positive karma or negative?
Positive. When you cultivate and are sincere, it's all positive.
Yeah, 所以你修行的时候就是中文是功德，对不对？不是说好的业障。
好的是功德。
OK 好，就是功德的银行。Yeah， 我们英文是 karma 也是可以是好的，好的 karma 就是中文是功德。Yeah.
It all adds up. Look at even the Venerable Shulao, who cultivated his whole life, and he suffered enormously. He did Sambo Ibai all the way across China, 6,000 miles. It's incredible.
你可以看虚云老和尚，就是他修行一整辈， 他散步一拜across 中国他在中国散步一拜6000迈不简单
He almost died several times.
他几次差一点死掉
And he still didn't 开悟 until he was in his 50s.
他50岁才开悟
You know, you don't want to be, because that was my thing. I was always, Shifu, I want to wake up now. This is stupid.
所以来法师说就是这是我的我也有这个想法就是说师父我现在就想开悟可是师父就说你很笨
So when we were coming back from our delegation.
说他很笨是的 Sorry.
So coming back from, I went overseas with Shifu back in the early 80s, like 81 or something. And coming back, I was sitting next to Shifu. So Shifu starts talking to me and he says, I know this is all a lot of suffering, but he says, in a past life you you said that you'd come and help me out when we started spreading the Dharma in the West. I said, oh, really? I don't remember. He says, I know you don't remember, but I remember.
像来法师说在190还是1980还是1981年时候他跟师父 Were you in Asia at the time?
We were coming back from Malaysia.
从马来西亚回来坐巴士上面来法师跟师父坐在一起所以师父就开始跟来法师讲话就说我知道现在都是很辛苦还是可是你以前有发愿就是帮我来West 西方传佛法可是来法师说可是师父我不记得师父就说可是我记得
So then I thought, well, I had this false thought. I said, well, sure, I'd kind of like to live as long as Shulao. He lived to be 120. And Shifu laughed. He goes, what? Why do you want to live so long? I said, well, if you want to, you can, but you can't. He says, the number one thing is you cannot get angry, ever. I said, already lost.
所以那时候来法师就打一个妄想就说我想跟熏老和尚那么老就活到120年师父就笑就说你为什么要活得那么久可是如果你要的话你可以可是你根本就不可以发脾气来法师就说不简单好像那个样子
Okay. Anybody else want a question? Okay, good. Only told.
I have a question, sorry. When you meditate, do you still use the who method or?
Yeah, I get back to that.
And then can you maybe say a few words of like what?
Well, a lot of people just recite it.
Do you just say
that's totally useless?
Do you ask yourselves that series of questions or do you
just look into who is this having this problem? Who is this that's got this pain in his legs? You know? How did I get in this position? Where did I come from? That kind of thing. You investigate Chan. Chan isn't to be recited, and it's not to be just done just like routine. It's you have to be actively investigating who you are. It's an impossible question to answer. You have to investigate the impossible question.
I guess I'm trying to struggle with how to even do that investigation for the who. Is it like a dialogue and talking like, am I this, am I that, or is it try to like turn?
Traditionally, it's who is mindful of the Buddha, right? That is the classic koan, the classic meditation topic. It doesn't have to be that, but that's the classic one. That it's always used as an example. But how many of us are mindful of the Buddha? I mean, we use the who as an active meditation topic. You actively look into it, seriously look into it. And only when you really seriously want to deal with this issue of who you are. Me. Who is this? Me, I. Who? When you seriously deal with it, then you're going to have some results. Most people don't. It's really tough to actually deal with that. But when you really do, you get results.
Is that similar to the dialogue in the Strangma Sutra of when the Buddha takes Ananda to understand his true self?
Well, that's a little different, at least for me. That's between an incredibly intelligent person, Ananda, who would probably be a top-rated lawyer today if he were alive, just a regular layman. He'd be like one of these really top billing lawyers that make millions every year. He was incredibly intelligent. And he was basically doing a gymnastic class with the Buddha because of his. He was so smart. So he was trying to, for 1,000 different angles, he's using this false thinking basically and the Buddha was like Haidang. He was dancing around him and getting him to return the light, to see getting at these questions he's doing. He was a kind of like that, but that was a different vehicle than Chan, pure Chan. But it's the same fundamental principle. It was the same goal was in there. The Buddha was getting him to look at his true self, which he ultimately did. And he did it through his intellect, because this guy was not a dummy. He was very, very smart. So the Buddha had to use a lot of skill to get him to turn around. That's why the Strangma was so fascinating, especially to intellectuals, because it's a real dialogue. It's like a real debate. It's like you really, you see something with a lot of substance. You say, whoa, it's like a ping pong match. You get these incredible intellects going back and forth. And the Buddhist motivation is pure, absolutely pure. Ananda's is not. He's protecting his ego. So the Buddha is pure like a mirror, and he's deflecting all these questions and turning them around on him to try to get him, not to beat him, to show him who he is. You're a Buddha too. Take a look. So that was what that whole thing was about. But it's incredible to try to fathom, And it's a good exercise. It's a good sutra for that, because you see this. Most of our disciples, the Westerners, who come to the study of Buddhism, do it through the schools. They'll learn it in school. They'll learn it in college. A lot of the first 5 who left home with Shifu all came from here. Hung Shou, let's see, Hung Jin, David Fox came from up here. They all came from UW. Ron Epstein, all studying under Kanza, who was a top scholar in Buddhism. And they had they still do have a really good Buddhist studies department in the University of Washington. They all came through here. They were all studying Buddhism. They're literally studying the philosophy of Buddhism. They were, the intellectual philosophy of it. And then they heard about this monk who lives down in San Francisco, through the grapevine. But so a lot of our Western disciples come through the school system. It's how they enter the Dharma. They're like DRBU. It's a vehicle for that. It's a door for a lot of students. It's, here, not only can you intellectually investigate Dharma, you can actually practice it.
所以我们刚才在问来法师，他怎么研究那个问题，就是谁在想佛，是那个话头是什么？
念佛是谁？
念佛是谁？对，所以来法师就是说，就是有的人会念这句话，可是他对他来说没有用。你真的需要研究念佛真正是谁，你需要好好的研究。所以我刚才问这是不是像阿难达跟释迦牟尼佛在《楞严经》里面那样子讲话？可是来法师说，是阿难达吗？阿难尊者，对不起，阿难尊者他是很聪明的，如果他现在活着，他可以当一个很有钱的律师。可是那时候释迦牟尼佛就是像海灯法师跟阿难达在那个竹子上面跳来跳去，释迦牟尼佛就是很厉害，像一个镜子，就是想帮忙那个阿难尊者学佛法。还有来法师也说，以前师父第一个5个弟子好像都是从这附近来的，都在这边那个 University of Washington 华盛顿大学在那边学佛，就听到师父在旧金山。
Former Hung Yin, Lonnie Bauer, she came through what you do.
Oh yeah.
There's always people that come through you do.
Yeah, 很多从华盛顿大学来的，还有韩英。Would you say Hung Yin?
Well, the first 5 were Hung Jin, Hung Xin, Hung Shou. Those are 3 men. And then Hung Yin and Hung Church. And they all still live around. I think, David's up here somewhere. Hung Shou's still in contact with him. And who else? Hung Jin's not around anymore. There's and then Hung Yin's living in Ukiah. Former Hung Yin, Hung Lani. She's a lawyer in Ukiah. Very smart people. Hung Yin, for instance, had a didactic memory. She got the Sarangama mantra down very quickly. Not as fast as Shifu did, but pretty quickly. Shifu was always, I noticed that the dynamic between Shifu and her was very interesting to watch when I was there. It was always challenging her. He was always, intellectually challenging her.
所以来法师在讲，就是第一个5个弟子就在这个附近，几个已经走了，可是有一个韩英现在在 Ukiah 在那边当一个律师。他很聪明，他背楞严咒背得很快，没有师父那么快，可是很快。来法师也说他看师父跟韩英讲话的时候，师父一直会 challenge 师父 No, 师父
I'm sure. Shifu would always. Hung is very intelligent. Like most of the people that was, he would always. He would intellectually challenge her. He'd ask her a question. And see if she can catch the answer right. That kind of thing. He would just they'd be lecturing, and out of the blue, he'd say, he'd just call her up and say, okay, he just, because they'd be in Gold Mountain. He was, okay, what's going on? And then she'd be right back at it, because she's very smart. And she'd go, and he'd just enjoy that. He would get her to do that back and forth so she could wake up.
所以师父看恒英很聪明，所以他讲经的时候，有时候他突然就会问恒英一个问题，恒英就回答，师父就会再问他，他们就一直讲来讲去，因为师父想帮恒英 开悟。
Heng Yin introduced me to 师父。
恒英就是介绍来法師給師父。
Because I was dating a girl who was her friend. They were UW, what do you call it, dorm mates. And she would write to Beth, that was who I was dating, and Beth would read me the letters of when she left home and what Shifu was like. And I said, I really got to meet this person's son. That he's really enlightened. He's not one of these showboaters. This is the real thing.
所以恒英就是介绍来法師給師父因為那時候來法師的女朋友就是恒英的宿舍在同一個宿舍裡面，所以恒英會寫信給來法師女朋友叫 Beth， 所以 Beth 就會讀恒英法師的信，就恒英法師就會說我現在要出家，一個師父就是這種人，所以來法師一聽到恒英法師這樣子說師父，來法師就知道師父是一個真的修行的人，不是一個像一個很喜歡愛現的人，是真正有修行的人。
So we met in front of Waverly Place. Beth wrote her and said I wanted to meet Dad, and she said okay, sure. So we met in front of Waverly Place, and Waverly Place is this very old Taoist temple. It's like 3 stories up in Chinatown. Very old classic Chinese Tao thing. I don't know how old the thing was. But it used to be a Taoist temple, and then they were leasing it as a Buddhist temple. And so we started going up these rickety old stairs, because that's how you got up there. They were like really narrow, like this narrow little stairs that go up. And we were about halfway up the first flight, and she goes, oh, and by the way, you should really want to become a Buddha if you want to meet the master. I said, what? What are you talking about? I don't even know what that means.
所以来法師就在舊金山 Waverly 路見恒英。Was she a nun already?
Yeah, well, she was a novice. She was a Chamonix.
她是一个沙弥。那时候就在那前面见。那时候那个 that was called Gold Mountain at the time, right?
No, it was called Buddhist Lecture Hall.
Oh, okay.
That was before Gold Mountain.
Okay, 好。
That was in Chinatown.
在 Chinatown.
菩提精神跟那什么？
佛教讲那边
This is 1969.
OK, 1969年之后，那时候他们他们只有3层，那个地方是一个还是 Taoist temple 道教的庙，可是师父在租，所以变成一个佛教的庙教堂，对不起，所以他们走上去那个stairs 忘记了，走上去那个还是 stairs again 台阶，就是就是很旧走到一半，那个恒英就说如果你要见师父的话，你应该还要变佛，所以来法师就吓一大跳，就他那时候也不知道佛是什么。
So, Heng Yin, in those days, she was very thin. She looked like a little bird. She was very thin, very skinny. She goes up there, you get up there, and then there's Shifu. And he had a sitting cloth in his hand, and he was showing everybody the first 5, Heng Shou and Heng Jing and all those guys, and Heng Cher and Heng Yin. He's showing them how to fold the sitting cloth properly. That was not like that. He was in the middle of showing them how to do the sitting cloth. And Heng Yin walked up to Shifu and spoke perfect Mandarin. I never heard anybody do that before in America. And it's just beautifully. She went, well, Shifu, and she started talking in Mandarin beautifully to Shifu. Then Shifu looked at me and goes, oh, so you finally got here.
Yeah. 所以那时候就到上面就见到师父，那时候师父正在跟他跟他的弟子教他们怎么折怎么做垫sitting cloth 就是做下去的布呀，所以他墨居，所以那时候恒英就走到师父旁边就跟他讲很好的中文就是来法师那时候没有看过一个美国人讲那么好的中文就是讲得很好那师父就看头抬起来看到来法师他就说哦你现在到了 Did you say you finally got here right
He says oh so you finally got here
所以你我不知道你终于来了Oh, that's how you say.
No, actually, my name is because I kept running away. And then I come back. So first he called me go away. And then later, when I left home, he called me Heng Lai, Wei Lai the Lai. Constantly returning. Because I'm constantly running away.
所以来法师解释他的名字是因为他以前一直跑走，可是就回来，所以他就叫恒来，一直回来。
Yeah.
When did you meet this fine gentleman here?
That was years ago, back in Wapachang. Paul came after we'd already bought Wapachang.
The first Amitabha session at Wapachang. That's when I came. Nobody was at Gold Mountain, only Hung Wang.
Yeah.
And Shubu came down.
所以我刚才问，来法师什么时候见到 Paul？ 他就说是在万佛城刚买好了，就是第一个阿弥陀佛餐。佛七对不起。
So Paul can tell some really good stories about the refugee program we had because he was in charge of it. Sure, put him in charge of it. So it was quite. He can tell you some really good stories about that someday. I'm sure because it was quite an adventure. We had all the refugees in the hospital.
来法师说 Paul 可以跟我们讲，就是 the Vietnamese refugees.
Vietnamese. It's the boat people. Remember the year? I don't know if you remember, but there was a time when people were escaping Vietnam in the 70s by boat. You know, they have horrific experiences getting out of there.
Yeah, 就是那时候很多人在从越南跑出来，就坐船跑出来，他们就去万佛城，所以那时候Paul就是管他们的。所以来法师说Paul有很多好的故事。
So Shifu said, we'll dedicate the hospital to take care of them, and we'll get in the program with the government so we can resettle people as they come in.
You give the program to the government?
It's a program the government had for resettlement. So that, and ours, we were very careful with. A lot of these outfits in the city in San Francisco and stuff just wanted to make money from the government, so they get refugees in and they just put them out in the street and collect the check. But we did it properly, and Paul was integral to that. And it was teaching them how to get integrated into this society, because a lot of them were coming from little villages, Laos or someplace. They didn't have toilets. They didn't, they didn't know how to do anything. They didn't, they come right out of Vietnam and Laos and places like that, and they just could barely get by, and they had to be taught how to get a job and do all these other things, how to get an apartment and how to live in the West. It's a big traumatic thing for them. culturally.
Yeah.
But a lot of them were Buddhists. So that helped a lot because there was a Buddha hall right there. They can go to the ceremonies.
所以那时候师父就说我们要用那个现在万佛城那个医院给那个越南人那时候很多越南人很多人会假装帮忙那个越南人，就是拿那个政府的钱，可是他们就拿钱就把那个越南人就踢出去了。可是师父真的想帮他们，所以可是他们是从越南来，什么都不懂，很多人就是从很小的城来的，乡下来的，他们也没有什么厕所，什么都不知道，不会找工作，不会从越南来美国是他们需要学很多东西，可是那个Paul就帮他们很多。
Yeah, the government and Doug Powers worked with he did a lot of the political stuff. He had to go to Washington all the time. And the government liked the way we were doing it because we didn't resell people we didn't put them in California, mostly into Texas. So I remember.
They went out all over the country, but some came to Seattle.
Some stayed with us.
我忘记来法师有说他们很多越南人也信佛，所以那也很好，因为我们那时候也有一个佛堂。所以那时候 Doug Powers 也去 Washington D.C. 帮忙跟政府讲话，还有后来那个越南人就去很多地方，有的有去 Texas， 还是有的也有留下来。
Yeah. I don't remember what years were those. I don't remember the years.
78. I started in 80 and I ended there. So Pip was there too.
85 is when the whole program kind of shut down.
So from 78 to 85?
从1978年到1985年。
Wow, 7 years. Yeah. I had documents and a picture.
Yeah. Okay. Everybody can take a break now.
大家可以休息。